Hello, everyone. This is Aaron, and you're listening to the Oxrageous post-game podcast for Florida-Kentucky. Florida wins this one 37-30 in 3 overtimes. Although, let's be honest, it doesn't really feel like a win, does it? It's hard for me to even know what to say after this one. I feel 10 years older than I did this morning. The one thing I'll say up front is Florida is extremely fortunate to have won that game. I still can't believe they pulled it off, actually. Jeff Driscoll had about the most frustrating game you could imagine. He really has no touch on his deep throws. They run the read option and he hands off every time. Why have the read option if you're never going to take the ball? Again, I don't even know where to start. How about some good stuff? We got a sensational receiver in Robinson, and I think he's going to be good for us for a while. Matt Jones played his guts out. I would have liked to seen Kelvin Taylor a little more, but I certainly can't complain about Jones's game. It's insane that the teams combined for 6 points at halftime and ended up combining for 67. The Florida secondary fell apart multiple times. I'm not sure what happened there. Seemed like a lot of miscommunications. The offensive line had a mediocre night at best. It really showed that we've got a long way to go as a team. And the big high we were on coming off the first game took a big hit. So I know as fans we lost a lot of confidence going into Alabama next week. And there's certainly no reason to talk about that game yet. But the offense had a spotty night at best. That's me being kind. When Driscoll threw that first interception, that one to nobody on the sideline, everything seemed to change after that. We got a lot less aggressive, ran the ball a lot more, and that was some speculation I had earlier in the season. When we turn the ball over, will we go back to conservative, run all the time offense? And that seemed to happen to a point. We didn't quit passing altogether, but we ran a lot more for the rest of the game. And it nearly cost us, I think. But at the same time, Driscoll was not instilling a lot of confidence when he threw the ball. So I can't necessarily blame the coaching staff for that either. Now, a lot of people were, calling for Treon Harris, put the backup in, put the freshman in. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Jeff Driscoll's leash is long enough to circle the earth. That's something we're going to have to get used to. He's not going to be benched anytime soon. So I really think we got a lot more question marks after this win than answers. And I'm not filled with a whole lot of confidence, I'll tell you the truth. We could have and should have lost this game. The pass that Driscoll threw that hit the corner for Kentucky right between the numbers, who dropped it into the hands of our receiver, in a drive we ended up getting points out of, that shouldn't have happened. I will say it was nice to have the ball bounce our way for once. But we were just fortunate. We were lucky. I'll take it. I'll take the win. Kentucky and Tennessee were the only 2 win streaks we had left. And I was worried about ending another one in a Muschamp. So I'm glad to win the game. But it's midnight, I'm tired, and my wife is telling me to get out of here so she can go to bed. So look for another podcast later this week. We're going to talk about Alabama. The one thing I can say about that game is no one is going to be expecting us to win. Maybe that could work in our favor. But we're going to have to play a lot better than we did today to even come close. Just a reminder, check us out on Gator Chatter. We had a really great time during the game, both in the in-game thread and in the live chatter box. Had over 30 of us in there at one point having a great time. So don't forget to check us out. So thanks for listening. I'm going to bed. This was certainly a game tonight that we will never forget, Gators. At least we came out on the winning side. Everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend and go Gators.